Hey, everybody. Today we're talking about something that happens to all of us. Every entrepreneur has gone through this, and that is losing your inspiration. It doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It just means that you've lost some inspiration. So today we're going to talk about how to get that back. Stick around.
You're listening to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast.
Welcome to Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast. And now your host, Meliss-Ep.
Okay, so when we're talking about inspiration, this is the heart and soul of your business, because as an entrepreneur, everything you are doing is a creation of something that you have thought of or that you've hired somebody else to guide you towards, and then you thought of and you put into action. So you need to have some sort of inspiration so you know what it is you want to achieve, who you want to make an impact on, and how you're going to go about doing that in the best way. So it becomes really scary when you lose that inspiration, because then you don't know what you're doing. So it's a natural feeling, and sometimes we have writer's block, sometimes we don't know what we need to create next, and it makes total sense that this would happen for us because we're not content machines. Some of us are better than others at creating content, but when it comes to moving your business forward, you have to have a fresh new look sometimes, and you need to put fresh content out there, and you need to create programs and offers and PDFs and whatever. And if you lose inspiration, it can be very scary because you don't know what to do next. So today I'm going to break down some little tips and tricks on how you can regain your inspiration, and maybe it'll help you realize and recognize that you're not the only one that goes through this, and in fact, every person has gone through this at some point in their business. The first suggestion that I have is to stop following everybody else. I always say to stop following all the big timey influencers, those really, really big influencers who make millions and millions of dollars. What happens is they work out things that they do with their marketing, and then you copy it or you try to copy it and it doesn't work for you. And that's because you are not on the same journey as they are. You don't have the same clientele as they do. You're not in the same place as they are. Maybe you don't have as big of an audience as they do. So the way their funnel runs or the way they engage with their clients might not be the same for you. And so if you are following the big timey influencers and doing what they're doing, they might be having a lot of success, and then you may not be having a lot of success, and that's going to make you feel like crap. So I'm encouraging you to stop following them. Also, what happens when you follow the big time influencers is you end up scrolling a lot, and you try to copy or recreate what they have done, and you're wasting a lot of precious time and focus by just scrolling up and down the newsfeed. So stop following other accounts. And what I want you to do is meditate on what it is your audience really wants. And you can even ask them, what do you guys struggle with? What do you want me to create? I've created something that I created because I get questions about it all the time. And that is my complete content strategy toolkit. And people ask me all the time about the strategy behind their content. So I thought, you know what? My audience is asking for this. Let me go and create it. Do you get so discouraged without the support that you need when it comes to attracting clients and filling your programs? My new program is going to solve that without breaking the bank. For a limited time, you can join my Acceleration Club and gain instant access to my best 3 selling courses: How to Build a Killer Content Calendar, List Building Brilliance, and the Funnel Formula. Plus, you get bi-weekly support from me for the rest of the year with our acceleration calls. Visit accelerationclub.com right now. So when you ask your audience directly, what do you want? Listen to their needs and then go create that. Also, sometimes when we're going through something, whether it's in our life or in our business, with family, whatever, we end up having to move through our own blocks. And what that does is it puts you in a position of transition. And that's what business is. It's you coming in to help somebody else go through their transition so that you are creating a result for them. So if you are lacking inspiration while you're going through a transition, then all you need to do is use that inspiration and share it as a story that can relate back to what you do in your business. And then you become very relatable, you become very authentic, and you've created some content that comes from a real life struggle. And that's inspiration right there. And that inspires other people. And that's what you do as a leader. You inspire others. Another thing that you could do is to collaborate with other people. Bringing other people on who have a similar audience as you do is a great way to get some inspiration in the door. They might have their own ideas that you can shift and mold and whatever. You might have some ideas that you can offer to them, and you guys can collaborate and do things together. Maybe you go live in their group and they go live in yours. If you have a shared audience or a similar audience, you can really build up your audience by collaborating. And two heads are better than one. So your inspiration block may go away after that. Another thing you can do is to outsource to some copywriters. So if you're really struggling to create some content, let someone else create some content for you for a while. Maybe they're writing a blog for you that you can then pull out and do a live video. You can pull out little quotes and make some images. You can repurpose content that someone else has created for you. And as long as they're using your voice and it sounds like something you would say, then go ahead and do that. You want to feed your strengths and outsource your weaknesses. So if you're feeling a weakness around content creation and inspiration at one point in your business, that's a perfect indicator that that's what you need to delegate out. Now, if you're really into research and you do like scrolling, what you could do is find out what is trending right now. You can search for the keywords that are trending, maybe through Google keyword searches or through BuzzSumo, BuzzSumo, and just figure out what is trending right now. You could also look at what your competitors are doing, but don't stay there a while and feel bad about yourself. It's more for research. And then you can take what everybody's doing, all the articles that are trending, you can take bits and pieces of that, you can make them your own, and you can make them better. And you can even turn that into a mini video series or a little course or a PDF or something like that. And there you have tons of inspiration right from the get-go that you can use to feed over your social media over time. So you do it once, you pull pieces of it out, and you repurpose it. Note the theme, repurposing things. Also, taking notes at what your clients struggle with is a great way, like the way that you serve your clients, and pull that in for content and use their language. So you want to use the words that they're using. Of course, many of you work with people in a confidential manner. So we're not talking about, hey, Joey had this issue specifically. What we're talking about is the pain points that is common, a common thread that all of your clients have, and start using that as content. Something really awesome that you could do is hiring a marketing coach or strategist, because that is going to move your business forward really far in a strategic and focused way. And the inspiration is going to come from all the things that you're learning and in building that momentum and touching a lot of people, connecting with a lot of people, and building a lot of relationships. So hiring someone when you're stuck is the best way to get unstuck. And the very last thing that I have for you, the idea that I have when you lose your inspiration, is that once you are in the flow, once you sit down and you get that inspiration back, or when you have that inspiration but you're worried that you may lose it, sit down and write and just keep on writing. Set a timer for like 4 hours and just go. Write until you're done and you can't do it anymore. So the next time that you have a block, writer's block or inspiration block, whatever it is, you can pull from your previous work, from this library of content that you've created. So it's a really good tool for you to have, so that if you're blocked, your social media doesn't go down. If you're blocked, your business doesn't shut down. You write when you're in the flow and you pull from it, so you're helping yourself and lifting yourself up later on when you do feel stuck. Okay, I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon. Do you struggle with posting content on social media? Is it difficult to show up consistently? Or maybe you're overwhelmed by what to post where? That's why I created my complete content strategy toolkit, a comprehensive digital toolkit to efficiently and consistently create meaningful content that converts. My toolkit is packed with over $3,000 worth of tools, and the best part, I'm offering it all for the price of one dinner. Go check it out now at abundantstrategy.com.
Thanks for listening to the Marketing Tips with Meliss podcast at www.marketingtipswithmeliss.com.
Hey coaches and healers, it's time to feel supported in your business. Head on over to our free community to get access to my best resources for free. I'm talking marketing tips, business strategy, feedback, and so much more. Join now at magneticmarketingmastermind.com. See you there.